This story happened in Chicago, Illinois, on November 22, 1987. It was a Sunday evening in late autumn. The temperature hovered around 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and the city lights glimmered against a thin veil of overcast, early winter cloud cover. In living rooms across Chicago, families tuned into their televisions. The local CBS affiliate, WGN-TV Channel 9, aired its 9 p.m. news. Later, on Channel 11, WTTW broadcast a rerun of Doctor Who. The routine hum of city infrastructure, streetcars, commuter trains, and the faint echo of traffic along Lakeshore Drive provided a familiar background. Nothing in the atmosphere suggested what was about to occur. At 9:14 p.m., the WGN 9 o'clock news was interrupted. The screen flickered, then cut to static. Seconds later, the image returned, but not with the usual anchors. Instead, viewers saw an unidentified individual wearing a rubber Max Headroom mask, an artificial character known from 1980s television, standing in front of a swaying corrugated metal sheet. The intrusion lasted approximately 25 seconds. No audio other than a distorted buzzing was heard. Engineers at WGN immediately took action, switching the transmitter link frequency. The regular news broadcast resumed. Within the station, technicians scrambled to determine the source of the interference. Initial logs from WGN's master control room noted an unauthorized signal interruption at exactly 9:14:08 p.m. The technical team traced the anomaly to a UHF frequency, but could not pinpoint its physical origin before the segment ended. 90 minutes later, at 11:15 p.m., a second incident occurred. This time, the PBS affiliate WTTW Channel 11 was broadcasting an episode of Doctor Who, specifically the serial Horror of Fang Rock. The screen suddenly flickered. Over the airwaves, the same masked figure appeared, now accompanied by garbled audio, including snippets of speech and laughter. The image was unstable, wavering as the perpetrator moved in front of the metallic backdrop. The interruption lasted approximately 1 minute and 22 seconds. WTTW control operators attempted to restore the original broadcast, but were unsuccessful. According to internal logs, technicians in Sears Tower, where the station's transmitter was located, were unable to override the incoming signal because the hijacking occurred at the transmitter itself. In an official incident report filed later, WTTW engineers described the intrusion as a direct over-the-air UHF transmission, with enough power to overwhelm the original signal. Federal authorities were notified. The next morning, November 23rd, representatives from the Federal Communications Commission arrived in Chicago. Over several days, they collected tapes from both stations, interviewed engineering staff, and reviewed technical logs. The FCC's official summary, released months later, concluded that the hijacker most likely used a powerful, portable microwave transmitter. By aiming this device at the transmitters on the city's tallest buildings, John Hancock Center for WGN, Sears Tower for WTTW, the perpetrator was able to override the legitimate broadcasts. Physical evidence was limited to the broadcast tapes, routine equipment diagnostics, and signal strength readings taken during and after the incidents. No trace of the individual was found. Security footage from rooftops and surrounding areas showed no unauthorized personnel. Police reports from that night and following days indicated no suspicious activity near transmitter sites. Both television stations confirmed all staff were accounted for, and no internal access points were compromised. The FCC's investigation included technical analysis of the Max Headroom video, noting the use of a corrugated metal sheet, common audiovisual equipment, and a jumbled soundtrack. The video quality suggested the use of a home video camera, likely connected to a VCR or similar playback device. Public speculation arose, but official files contain no evidence linking the intrusion to any known suspects. Neither station received threats or claims of responsibility. The Max Headroom broadcast hijacking remains to date the only instance of a successful television signal takeover of this nature in Chicago. The event is documented in FCC case logs 87CH1122A and 87CH1122B, the only entries in that year's records of unauthorized television signal interference in the region. Despite efforts from federal authorities, local police, and technical experts, no arrests were made. The official investigations were closed without resolution. The only remaining evidence consists of the broadcast tapes, engineering logs, and incident reports archived at both television stations and within the FCC's public records. To this day, the identity of the person behind the Max Headroom signal hijacking and the precise methods used to overpower two major television transmitters remain unknown. The tapes continue to circulate among media historians and signal intrusion researchers, serving as a documented but unresolved anomaly in the history of American broadcasting. The facts are preserved in the official files, but the answers have never been found.